Hey guys, it is Jaden, or JJLicious99, JJ. Anyway, so today I'm going to be doing the accent tag. And I know a while ago a lot of people were doing it, and I didn't have a YouTube at the time. Sorry, I'm wearing a tank top. And I didn't ever get around to doing it. But now that I do have a YouTube channel, I'm definitely going to do this tag, even though it might not be as popular as it used to be. But I'm still tagging all of you guys to do it. And I'm going to give you guys a background on where my accent came from, and yeah. So my accent is I live in Washington. You guys all know it as Seattle. The Space Needle, the tall buildings, not as tall as, not like New York or anything, but there's still the water, the mountains, the Space Needle, the rain, all that kind of stuff. That's Seattle. I really do like Seattle. It's a very nice state. In the summer it gets pretty hot. I know a while ago it was like 105 degrees, not like this year, but that's like really weird if the weather gets that hot. But like normally around the highest it normally gets on an average summer year, it's normally like 90 degrees. That's the normally highest, something like around that. One time it got to be 105. So it does get pretty hot in the summer. It's normally really rainy, like in the winter, like right now. It's been awful, cold, horrible, especially around Halloween time. Think about it, in the corn mazes when it's soaking wet and muddy, not fun. I've been in 2 this year and I love the corn mazes, but when your shoes get all muddy, it's not fun. So I might be doing like a Halloween tag, the one that Elle did, Elle from All That Glitters 21 or something like that. Sorry, I always forget. But yeah, she's awesome. I've been watching her videos for a long time. But anyway, so now I'm going to be doing the accent tag. And I'm going to be looking at my computer screen to be answering the questions. So first I'm going to do like words and how I pronounce them. And then I'm going to be doing like questions and like how I'd answer them. So the words are ant, roof, route, wash, oil, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, sure, data, ruin, crayon, New Orleans, pecan or pecan. People say it either way here. I mean, there's a lot of, some people don't say everything exactly because obviously I'm not the same as, nobody's the same in how they say things, but a lot of the things that I'm saying are just like what most people normally pronounce the things. Not everybody here in Seattle, but some people. Where was I? Both, again, probably, spitting image, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, syrup, pajamas, cots, naturally, aluminum, and envelope. So if you look at a United States map or just a globe or a world map or something, you would notice that Seattle or Washington is very close to Canada. Where I live in Washington, it is about maybe an hour and a half away from Canada, the border at least. So very, very close. But we hear a lot of, some people say that we don't have accents, some people say that we do, so I don't really know, but I'm still doing this tag because I think obviously, my opinion about if I have an accent or not is, I know most people say we don't have an accent, but again, if we didn't have an accent, like, it doesn't make it, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you'd think we would have an accent just because of the fact that everybody has their own accent. And if we didn't have an, it's hard to explain. How can I put this in words? But to me, it's weird if I supposedly didn't have an accent, but then everybody else in the world, like at least where we live, like a lot of people like in the United States, not everybody, like I know some people in New York and on the East Coast talk a little bit different, but at least on my side of the United States, a lot of people have kind of a bland accent. It's kind of pretty straightforward in everything you say. But if we didn't have an accent, then like, how would everybody, I don't get it. Like, I don't get if mine's an accent or what. I don't know. I'm confused. Like, if they have an accent, then how don't we have an accent? Because we sound different than them. And it's just weird to me. I don't know I just don't know if we do or not, but whatever. The questions. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? We call it TP, and it's very popular here, especially with like high schoolers and just teenagers in general. And I'm kind of adding on to these questions, like I'm kind of giving you information just because I really like these videos and seeing how other people in the world, are different than where you're from. And like, so, they also, people don't just do here, they don't just do like toilet paper, TP and toilet papering, they don't just that, they do like, people egg cars and egg houses, they put forks in people's houses. I don't know really, I've never really heard it much, at least where I live, but I know, I'm sure that it happens in Washington. People put like rice in their yards and it gets all mushy and it's hard to pick out the grass or something. But like when they, and then some people, my mom said when she was a kid, she used to put pancake houses, or cars. Not when she was a kid, but one of her, like this person pancaked her car when she was a teenager. Some girl that didn't like her because she was jealous because she was dating some guy. I don't know, I'm confused. But anyway, pancaked her car, which she put like flour, egg, syrup, and stuff on my mom's car. Because she was very jealous of my mom. It was weird. I don't know the whole story, but it's not weird. But people do weird stuff like that here. It's very common to do really mean stuff. And people throw the toilet paper in the trees. And it's really hard to get it off when it's wet, raining outside. Because it sticks to the houses and all the toilet paper spreads. And that's I'd be really frustrated if my house got TP'd. It's never happened to us, though. What is a bug that when you touch, it curls into a ball? That's called a roly-poly. There's probably another scientific name for it, but that's what most people call it here. What is the bubbly carbonated drink called? We call it pop. It's actually, most people here call it pop. That's just like the Irish thing for it, but sometimes you'll catch people saying soda, because I know on the East Coast, it's mostly soda. And so, I don't know, it's mainly pop here, but sometimes I'll even catch myself saying soda and a lot of other people, but mainly pop. For what do you call gym shoes? We call them tennis shoes most of the time, or sneakers. I know not everybody plays tennis and has tennis shoes, but they're called tennis shoes, so it's weird. I don't know whoever came up with the name. 5, what do you say to address a group of people? How are you? What are you doing? Or what's up? Not what are you doing. What's up? And just hey. Hey, how are you? Hey, what's up? What do you call, what do you call the kind of spider that has an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs? Daddy long legs. What do you call your grandparents? There's actually a wide variety of what people call their grandparents here, just because, especially in the United States, we have such a wide variety of culture and ethnicities and stuff, and so there's a lot of different ways of saying them. But just a typical average person would just call them grandpa and grandma, just like the average word for saying them. But like I know a lot of my friends that call their grandmas Nana, and I call my grandparents Papa, and I just call my grandma's grandma. But yeah, there's a lot of different things for saying that, but mainly those are like I know grandpa and grandma are obviously the main ones, and then there's like other ones I've heard is for like grandma, Nana, and or for grandpa, Papa. So those are the other ones I've kind of heard. And then 8, what do you call the wheel contraption which you carry groceries in at the supermarket? It's pretty straightforward, and a lot of things are straightforward here. In Washington, just a grocery cart, a shopping cart, a cart. Yeah, very straightforward. We don't call them like a buggy. We don't call them anything like that. And sorry if you hear like banging. My little brother, my little sister are playing around. So, yeah. What do you call when rain falls and the sun is shining? Well, we call, when it happens, like after it happens, there's a rainbow, obviously, and we just call it a rainbow. But I've never heard of anybody really saying what that exact time is when that happens. Like, I don't really know what that is. I know some people call it sun showers, like, especially like over in like the UK and other areas like that. But honestly, I've never heard anybody call that specifically something. I've heard them say oh, the sun and the rain was shining, and there was a rainbow today, something like that. But I've never heard anybody say the sun and the rain, when that happens together. I've never heard what that was called, if that makes any sense. Number 10, the last question is, what is the thing you change the TV channel with? And again, a very straightforward question, a controller, a remote control. Very straightforward. A lot of the stuff I find is very straightforward that we say. I know some people call it a clicker, but I've never heard anybody in my life call it a clicker. Like, I know other states in the United States, especially like more like southern places, I've heard call it the clicker, at least like on YouTube, but I don't know, that's not probably what all southern people call it, but I've heard some people, but never anybody like in my state, in Washington. Any of my family or friends, I've never heard them call it a clicker. So yeah, that was the tag. I tag all of you guys to do it, and I'll talk to you guys later. If you guys have any more tags that you'd like me to do, please tag me. I'd love to do them, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.